Welcome back. This is part 2 of my Midland CB restoration. And I'll show you where I'm going next. If you recall from part 1, I had a little work to do on the case, and I've gotten a lot further. So I've painted the case and also added in a little support bracket at the bottom there. And as I mentioned, I have also a grill that's going to fit on there just nicely. This is a stainless steel grill, and it'll fit in there just nicely. Let me give you a preview. Got my holes already pre-drilled. So that's what it's going to look like. Let me just change hands here and I'll show you a better view. Okay, there we go. Got my holes pre-drilled under the grill. Just going to go right there. I think that's going to be spectacular. Got to pick up some black screws, but that's going to finish that off just beautifully. Also, I'm going to put one on the bottom, and let me show you what I want to do with that. Let me flip the unit over on its back. Alright, after spending a little bit of time with this unit, I believe that there is a deficiency in the cooling department. As we see in the bottom, there's absolutely no venting. There's no venting on the back, so that board that's underneath there is almost totally enclosed space. And there's a slot here where the flow from the bottom goes up to the top, but then there's nothing really withdrawing it. So I think in part 1 there, the guy that was onto the putting a fan there, I believe that he had a true reason for it. He just didn't do it as well as I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do as well, I've got 2 grills, and I'm going to put a grill here as well too. Put it right there in the center, and the plan will be I'll put a fan on the back of the unit, and it's going to be exhausting. It will be drawing in cool air from the bottom. It'll circulate around the bottom section, cooling off that board, and then being drawn up to the top side of the unit, and then being exhausted out the back and on the side here where I have the other grill. So that's going to be my plan. And let me just show you a little bit about my case. You can see there I've added in a little brass piece there, and then I just did, as you saw in part 1, I did the weld component stuff, and that's holding up very well. So there you have it. That's what I'm going to be working on here on this section. I think it's going to turn out well. I guess part 3, or maybe I'll do it with this one, is adding in that fan, but one step at a time. Okay, I've got it marked for my cutout. It's going to go just about there. I can hardly wait. Start taking this bottom off. go to the bench and start doing some cutting. Alright, there is the finished product. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I couldn't get black screws. I had to paint these. That's not all. Underneath, done as well. I like the way that's turned out. Now that that's done, guess what's next? Add in this fan to the back to finish her off. Just like I did for the Cobra, I'll put it in here. The cooling project that was started 30 years ago, I'll finally finish it, done right.